If you want me.
Hello and welcome back to the Cutting Edge Table Games Conference. I am here with
Andrew. My name's Andrew. We're with Play More Yo.
Awesome. And yes, and Yo is your game, and we are going to be showing you how to play Yo. Now, Yo looks like it's a simplified version of craps. Is that correct?
I think we could call it a simplified version of craps. It's a dice game that's played on a blackjack-sized table, but there are certainly elements that are similar to craps.
Okay, cool. Now, with this game, you actually have two different colors of dice. Is that correct? A yellow one and a red one?
Yeah, we have two different colors of dice. One of them applies to almost all the bets on the table, but the one set, the yellow set, applies for the bonus, and we can get into that.
Okay, sounds good. Now, I'm going to move the camera so everyone can see the layout. Okay. When you look at the layout, notice that one side is pretty much the same as the other. And like I said, we'll show you this in just a second here.
Okay, thanks.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, so this is the layout here. I think we're just going to get started and let some of our players here play. So play starts with players making an initial bet on this play circle. And so the player's going to roll the dice. Go ahead, shake it up. Okay, she rolled a 5. So her number is going to become a 5. Now the object of the game is to roll a 5 again before she rolls a 7 on the red dice. There's 8 bets on this table. The play bet, the more bet, and the Yo bonus bet, and then this high, low, pairs, 11, and then 2, 3, or 12. There's only 8 bets on the whole game. The object of the game now is to roll a 5 on the red dice before a 7. If that happens, the play bet will win even money. The more bet would win 3-2, and then we would start over again. If she rolls a 7, we take everything. These bets here on the arc are one-roll bets. Players make those. We pay them and take them every single roll based on the red dice. The only bet that applies to the yellow dice is this Yo bonus wager. Anytime the yellow dice roll an 11, this bet is going to win something based on whatever the red dice are. So let's get a few rolls. We'll show a few payouts. And
so it's pretty interesting to see this black container right here. Now, is that something you had to have made specifically for the game?
yeah, this black cup here was actually, it's part of the patent for the game, and so it comes with every layout that a casino would put in their floor. It is patented. It's special for this game. You can't see in there, but if you could, the bottom has little bumps on it so that when you drop a die in, it can never lay on its side. And then there are also steps here on the side so that when you tilt the cup, it's required that the dice will tumble out. There's no way for the dice to just slide out and stay on one plane when they come out.
So basically, comparing this to a normal craps table, that would be similar to the pyramids on the sides of the craps dice. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. It has the same function. It makes sure that the roll is as randomized as it can be.
Very cool. So what happens after this?
So she's going to continue to roll until she either throws the 5 and wins out here or throws a 7. In the meantime, while you're waiting for those things to happen is when you can bet on these one-roll bets. Three. So this box here would pay 7-1 on the 3. We're going to take everything else and roll again, looking for that 5 on the red dice. There's a 9. So anybody who bet here, we get 3-2. Six. You'll notice I'm just using one hand to deal this, so that's because I'm using the other hand to hold the microphone, but 6 would win here. Go ahead, you can place some bets.
So the red dice are like your main number that you are focusing on, and the yellow dice are a side bet.
Right, the red dice apply to almost every bet on the table. The only place the yellow dice apply is this Yo bonus. So the dealers are going to look at the red dice, and they're going to look at the yellow dice first, see if there's an 11. If there's not, everybody's just focused on the red dice. there's an 11. So there's a bonus on the dice and a 7 here. So that's actually a unique case where we're going to take everything except for this yo bonus. We normally take that on the red 7, but it's going to be a push since you also rolled the bonus. It gets taken and it also gets paid. So deal, return this off, and we would start over.
What is the house edge on this game?
Well, the house edge would depend on the combination of bets. The overall house edge would depend on the combination of bets that a player chooses to make. But the house edge on this play circle is 1.69%. The house edge on the more circle is just like odds, free odds, true odds, so there's no house advantage there. The yo bonus is around 8 to 10%, depending on what the point number is. And then the bets on this arc here vary between 11.11% to 16 2/3. Yeah.
So can we play one or two more hands just to get a feel of the game? And then if anyone has any questions, go ahead and please ask, and we will ask them. Otherwise, is there anything else that you want to tell the audience?
No, that's it. If anybody has any questions, like you said, go ahead and ask them, and we'll try to answer. There might be some popping up there. We're just going to play a few rounds. I'll just pay it out without any commentary. If anybody wants to place the game, if you're in a casino and you want to place it or have any questions, the contact info, I think, is down in the description. So I'll just give the mic back to Heather, and we'll do some rounds.
Yes, the contact information is in the description, but if it's cool with you, I would like you to tell the audience your contact information anyway, just in case they can't get to the description below. That way they have your contact information.
Yeah, sure. The best way to contact us is by email. My email is Andrew, traditional spelling, ANDREW, at playmoreyo.com. And that's just right here, playmoreyo.com. You can also contact Dawn, DAWN, at playmoreyo.com, or just bet at playmoreyo.com. Any of those emails will get to us. So send us an email.
Fantastic. Awesome. Let's play another round. Three. So the
Three's a loser here. 2, 3, and 12. 2, 3, and 12 will lose on the play bet, so we're going to take the bet. So, anybody else? You need some chips, sir? There you go. About 400. Good luck. 8. So your number is 8. We're going to mark the 8 up. Okay, now you have the option to place the more bet, the yo bet. Of course, you can place bets on this circle anytime. Good luck. 4.
So the red dice are 4, the yellow dice are 9. 8, winner.
Winner rate. You're going to go out here.
So the red dice show 8, which is a winner. The yellow dice are 3, which does nothing, and bets get paid. Okay, so I'm going to check and see if anyone has any questions real fast. Now, Nashville asked, can a player bet on the individual numbers similar to a place bet?
No. The way the game and the game rules are written now, the player cannot do that. When we originally invented the game, we did have that. And so it is in the patent. If you're a casino and you want to do that, talk to us about it. We can see about making it happen. But in order to simplify the game, to make it so that players didn't even have to verbally communicate with the dealer to get bets placed, to make sure that the dealer can focus on everything that's going on and not have an opportunity for players on the blind side to take a shot, we decided to eliminate the place bets. But if you do want the 5, for example, you can just bet here, get the 4, 5, and 6, and get a couple extra numbers.
Okay. So they could still make those bets, it looks a little bit different.
Right, and it's a 1 roll.
And it's a 1 roll. Okay, 1 roll bet. Now let's see if anyone else has any other questions.
Anything on the arc? Well, it's a come out roll. You can
What?
Yeah.
YouTube. So Yabara asks, have these games been picked up and are in any of the casinos, or are they is this just being introduced and it's trying to get picked up? So are you in a casino or are you not in a casino?
Sure. So if you walk into a casino today, you will not find this game anywhere, but we do have agreements in place with a few different properties across the United States in different jurisdictions to place the game in the next 30 to 60 days. So we will be in casinos soon, and we're looking to get into even more, and that's part of the reason we're here.
Are you allowed to tell us what casinos, or do you have to keep that hush-hush?
Counsel? No, there aren't any attorneys here, and actually the owner's not here, so I'm just going to say that we are in Washington State and soon to be Iowa, and we'll leave it at that for now.
And soon to be Las Vegas, hopefully, right?
Absolutely. At the conclusion of this game, we'll get our paperwork into Nevada Gaming, and we'll be in Las Vegas.
Awesome. Okay, let me see if I have any other questions real quick. They're saying that they really like the layout. It looks really cool, straightforward. It looks like a nice, fast, easy game. And this is a lot of fun to play, for sure. Now, just a second. Okay, we're going to change the camera again. Here we go. Okay, fantastic. Awesome. Sorry. Okay. Hi. So is there anything else that you would like to tell the audience before we end the video?
Not really. Only if you're a casino, come and see us. Send us an email. We'll give you a great price, free field trial and negotiable terms after that. So get a hold of us.
Why is it better, easier? Because, like, for instance, like, craps was the only table game that I really ever knew. So, like, what makes a difference with you?
So why is this better than craps? Okay, that's a good
Sure.
question.
It's a tough question to answer. I mean, it's subjective, right? Why is it better? One way that we can say that it's for sure better, we can look at it objectively and say that for the house at least, the edge is a little bit better on the play circle than it will be on a pass line in craps. From a player perspective, you get to sit. It's a bonus, right? You don't have to communicate with the dealer. You can place your own bets. You can take control of your own bets. It's simpler. There's 8 bets on the layout, so you don't get as confused maybe as you would at a craps table. And it's more fun. You get to you get to hold a cup and you get to roll the dice out of that little cup. It's kind of fun. You shake it up, you roll it out.
You kind of own what happens a little bit more to you.
Yeah, you own more what happens.
I think that.
Yeah, more control. It's a smaller table. You feel like you have control. Yeah.
And I think, too, this is a really, really great game for players who are learning craps. If you're learning craps, you don't know how to play, this is like the best way to learn because it's simplified, you'll get it. And then once you get onto craps, then that just makes learning craps just a little bit more easier because you understand the concepts a little bit better.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. We actually consider this game kind of a gateway to craps. So, anybody that is intimidated by a craps table, you can learn the basic principles of a craps game here at this table and then kind of graduate to craps if that's what you choose to do.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing. One more time, how can people get a hold of you? Email address, all of that. You can never say that enough.
Sure, absolutely. So our email address is andrew@playmoreo.com. Dawn at Playmoreyo, DAWN at Playmoreyo.com, or bet@Playmoreyo.com.
Okay. And the website's Playmoreyo.com.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so website Playmoreyo.com. Now, I am going to check the questions because I saw a couple people were talking and I couldn't see what they were saying, so I'm going to see if anyone else has any more questions, and then I think we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to give you this.
Sure.
Go ahead, feel free to tell people whatever you feel like telling while I go and check the questions.
Hello.
What's the approximate number of players?
So on this layout here, we have 6. You could probably squeeze 7, but 6 is nice because if you'll go back and look when we had the layout featured, you would notice that the layout. Yeah, here Heather's going to tilt the camera down. You can see here that the betting layout is actually mirrored from here over. So if a player that's sitting over here in seat number 1 wants to make this bet, they don't have to reach all the way across the table. They can just reach right here. So we find that 6 players this table kind of accommodates 6 players comfortably because at any given time there's only going to be 3 bets in these boxes. All 6 could be in this middle box, but it's a larger box to compensate. So it's 6. You could probably do 7, but we have it set up as 6.
Thank you so much for joining us in this live stream. Thank you so much for explaining your game. I am really looking forward to seeing it in the casino. That would be really cool.
Yeah, so are we.